Hello guys, it's Rennick here from Team Dogbite, and I'm going to be speaking to you today about Elderscrolls Offline. No, not offline, online. Oh gosh, that's messed up. Well, let's keep it anyway. So, to start off with, I wanted to start to say thanks for no comments on the guild asking things comment thing, because that means I got nothing to say in this video except my opinion, which you have already seen in the other videos. So that's just kind of boring, I suppose. But I'm going to say my opinion anyway. And to start off with, I wanted to say this video is going to be about guilds in Elderscrolls Online. Not because I know anything about them, that's from Cinemax. I only know what you guys probably already know. So I'm just going to say my opinion on what they should implement into guilds. And after 1 minute of you rambling about nothing, let's start with actual video. So, guilds in this game, I hope they put in some sort of guild hall, because that would be epic to be able to, for example, before you go to PvE, just get together in your guild hall and do all your cool stuff and get a guild guy. And another thing I wanted to have is that you can make your own guild hall, and for example, you have to buy a spell, and this spell, 10 people can buy this spell. First you have to buy it so your guildmates can buy the spell, and after 10 people in your guild got the spell, you can do it together and summon, for example, another dimension where you can build your guild hall. That's just an example how you could do it, and I think that would be great for example, guilds to be able to have a better I don't know what to call it, but for guilds to be able to become a better guild in some sort of sense. It's hard to explain, but I think if a guild hall is really important, cause the fact that you already been having your own houses and stuff, and that you now don't go to have houses, at least at launch. A guild hall would really compensate that, I think. Also, another thing is like guild clothing and stuff, because I know you probably go to have log type, but I think you should be able to have clothing and armor and stuff which makes you stick out, so people see, like, if you go into Skyrim and play the Mage's Guild questline, you see some of the, I think they're called the Order of Pelixus or something, I'm pronouncing it totally wrong, but they got their own type of clothing, and if I wanted to, for example, make my Order of Mages, that's a stupid name, but just for an example, I got a better name for a guild I actually going to start, but I don't go to tell it to you, cause then you go to steal it from me. Do not steal my name. Anyway, so, for example, if I got my Order of Mages, and I want them to have these cloths, cause then people can recognize them, I should be able to transmogrificate those cloths onto my charters, onto my guildmates, so we looks like the same, so people look, oh, that's a mage from that place, I don't want to mess with him, that's a warrior from that guild, that's a member of that guild, and that's a stealth guy from that guild, you know what I mean? So people can do an extinct look and make guilds from an RP standpoint, as well as a PvP and PvE standpoint at the same time, so it feels like one of those guilds that already exists in the game, but it's made for you, if you know what I mean. That would be quite cool, cause then it feels like you doing your own Dark Brotherhood, but not they called Dark Brotherhood or anything like that, but yeah, you understand my point, that you making something that feels more like a guild that's already there, than, for example, making a guild that's just a guild, like in World of Warcraft. Oh, we got our Paxia guild, we going to PvE in the weekend, and so on and so on. You feel more like a community of, for example, warriors, like the Fighters Guild, and so on. Another thing I think you should be able to do is make your own quests as a guild, and this is an expansion to the guild hall I spoke about. That's that you put in NPCs in your guild hall which you can do quests too, and you can voice this quest yourself, and you can make all sort of cool quests, but they must be in your guild hall or fetch quests. So it can maybe be fetch for bear hides or something, and then you can go out, kill bears, and come back to your guild hall. Or you can build a dungeon in the guild hall and say, do this dungeon that we built in the guild hall. That's the way I think you should go to it, because you can't go out in the world and do a lot of dungeons. Every guild do their own dungeons, that would just be weird. But I think they should do that, because it would be quite much cooler, and yeah, it would put in an immersion, and you could do so much with it. For example, I planned to do a Mages Guild. Not the Mages Guild, but a Mages Guild which called something else. Which I'm going to allow everybody that wants to cast a spell to join to become a great community of great casters who is going to be feared in all of Tamriel for being that great casters. And then if these things I'm speaking about here would be implemented, I would be able to make a guild hall which you can teleport to. I would be able to make cloths so people recognize us and feel like, oh no, it's those epic mages, I don't want to go near him in PvP because he's going to kill me one sap because they are really good. And I would be able to do quests inside of my guild hall which can be sort of lessons if I want to, so I could be like a mage's college. And teach people like, oh, you do this and this to make this spell, and then they have to learn that spell, and then they come back and like try it out, and then they go to next quest, and that's sort of lessons. And that would be cool from both an RP standpoint, a guild standpoint, and a game standpoint. I think that would be really good implementation. And in the PvP it would be easier to find out that's my guy, that's my guy, that's my guy. Without having a lot of interface. Even if I told you in the last video it's going to look a bit like World of Warcraft with the interface, I still don't want to put all of the interface on. Even if I want the map and the quest, I don't going to want to have like bottom quest find, all that. That's just weird. But also I think this guild hall would be good, because then you can sell your guild items in it, and that's always good to have. And you can have, for example, small rooms that's your guild members' rooms. So, for example, I got this room which I can have as my own personal trophy room, etc., where I can get it. And another cool thing would be then, this is totally off topic now, because it's about Daedric Princes, for example. If I do quest for Mark Balth, and I'm the first one doing it, I get his epic mace, and if somebody slays me in battle, in PvP, or defeats me, or something along the line of that, he can get my mace. So only one can have the mace. You have to take a duel with me, so only one guy can have the mace. And then you can be really proud, I got this awesome mace. That was a difficult word. Well, so that would be quite, I know it would be overpowered for the one that has the mace, but I still think that would be much better solution, as well as, for example, a little bit into topic but not as well. If you join the Mages Guild or the Fighters Guild, for example, I take the Mages Guild because they got a lot of high quarter stuff, and every high quarter stuff, Mage Guild and Mage College and stuff, got the Archmage. And then one player can be Archmage on every of these, but you can only be Archmage or leader for one place, Fighters Guild. You can only be listener or speaker in Dark Brotherhood, or one Archmage. You can't be it all over the place. So, for example, if I'm Archmage in, for example, what's it called now again? It's the Mage College of, no, Mage Guild of Kappakai. It's from Redguard, I think, Elderscrolls Adventure Redguard, the Mage College of Kappakai. If I'm, for example, Archmage in Kappakai, then maybe another guy is in Winterrun, and it's a guy that's better than me at the game. He's higher level, or he's better skilled, and he wants to take my title as Archmage of Kapmakai. I like that word, by the way. And then he charged me on a duel. If I deny him the duel, I can say I don't want to do it in 1 day, and if I don't do it in 1 day, then he becomes automatically Archmage of Kapmakai for walkover, cause I didn't show up to the duel. And if I lose the duel, he becomes Archmage of Kapmakai. If I win the duel, I still have the title as Archmage of Kapmakai. And I think that's good. Also, you can say like, oh, I'm going to go to holiday, so I can't do it on a month or something. And if you don't show up in a month in the game at all, then it's okay. But if you come into the game daily but still don't do the duel, well, then you lose your title, because you can't just like cower out of a duel, of course. And I think that would be great, because then you can be those epic titles like Archmage or I don't know what the highest title in Fighters Guild are, because I've only been a mage, but yeah, you could be Archmage and the other guy could be Archmage at the other college, and then if you want to be Archmage, you have to defeat one of the Archmage in combat, and I think that's a great idea to become Archmage, etc. in guilds. So now I've been rambling about for quite good time now, and I think I'm going to wrap up this video. So I've been Rennick, I've been rambling bad English for about 11 minutes now, and you've been watching Team Dogbite, Elderscrolls Online series. So I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, liked this video. If you want to dislike this video, please put in the comments what you disliked about the video, because then I know. Also tell me what I can do better, what I can do for other series, etc. Don't forget to subscribe. I try to do it as daily as possible. I probably can't do a video in about a week now, but after that I'm going to do it as daily as possible. So see you guys next time. Bye bye.